I'm a coach, I'm a speaker, I'm an author, I am an online entrepreneur. And if you're anything like me, figuring out which online business tools you need to keep your business running is kind of complicated. Over the years, I have tried and tested way too frickin' many. I'm one of those people that likes to be on the cutting edge of technology. And so anytime something new and exciting comes out, I check it out. But slowly but surely over time, I have really focused in on the specific tools that really keep me afloat and keep my business moving. So today I thought I would change things up and give you a little peek behind the curtain of my coaching practice and share with you my top 7 favorite online business tools that I simply couldn't live without. So let's go look at them. Up first, I want to talk to you about Kajabi. Now, this is a tool with a really silly name that I don't understand why it's called that, but Kajabi is everything. It is so hard to describe what this thing is, but at a tiny little level, it is every place that I live on the internet that isn't social media. This is the home that I own. So if you go to coachjennie.com, for example, and you visit the site, you kind of bop around and you look around, everything you're looking at here is housed on Kajabi. So it is my website, it is my blog, it is where I put a whole lot of stuff. However, most importantly, the reason that I got Kajabi in the first place was for this. Kajabi has a learning management system that's unparalleled out there. Good enough for Brennan Bouchard, good enough for Coach Jennie. This is where you can put all of your content, be videos and worksheets and all of the stuff. And you can create these online learning modules for my clients. You're having a sneak peek at the Get Out of Your Own Way coaching experience. And it's really lovely, right? You can press play on the little video. All right, well, hey, look, it's me. And you can download the workbooks and put any different buttons that you want on there. I have reminders of what time we have our different calls, and you can see all the different modules that you can go through one at a time. What's really lovely here, and I can't show you because I want to hide my clients' personal information, but under the hood, this is also the tool that I use to capture all of my sales and manage my customers and see how far they are in the progress. It has email capabilities. It has everything. Before I had Kajabi, I was holding my business together with WordPress and Scotch tape and a prayer. This is the tool that never goes down, doesn't require extra hosting, and just takes really good care of me. So there are links in the description below to learn all about Kajabi and what it can do for you. I highly recommend signing up for a trial. Next up, I want to talk to you about a tool called Acuity Scheduler. This is another one of those tools I can only show you a little bit of because, again, it has a lot of client information in it. But Acuity Scheduler does one thing, and it does it really, really well. It allows your clients to see your availability on your calendar and book times to talk with you. Now, it has a gajillion bells and whistles that I don't even flip and use. But what I love about this tool is that I can create all different kinds of, calendars that I have different availability for. So, for example, my clients have availability 4 days a week to select times that they would like to work with me. I can have all sorts of appointment types, and I've had a few over the years. But most importantly, the experience of your clients no longer playing email ping pong to get on the calendar with you is everything. So for example, this is a private coaching session that I have embedded on my Kajabi website where people can come here and say, Thursday at 7 a.m., I would like to book a call with Coach Jennie. I absolutely love this tool. I don't know what I ever did without Kajabi, and the team over there is amazing. When I moved from New York City to California and had to switch time zones and was terrified of messing up and missing an appointment, they held my hand and held my hair throughout every little step. So I highly recommend this. I mean, there's so much that you can do with it. You can create forms, you can manage your users, you can sync with other calendars. So anything I put on iCal, if I say I'm going to the dentist, it knows that I'm not available during those times. It is a tool I could not live without. So I highly recommend you check out Acuity Scheduler. Again, links are below in the show description. Next up, I want to talk to you about Zoom meetings. Now see, both Kajabi and Acuity are the ways that my customers find out about me, get on my calendar, become clients of mine, access all of their coaching materials. But Zoom is where we meet. Zoom meetings are this amazing web conferencing tool that's very inexpensive and a way for you to connect face to face with your clients all over the world. This has taken my business to a whole new level, and it's difficult to show you how it works without you checking it out for yourself. But if you're not using Zoom, if you're still using the telephone or gasp, Skype, you are missing out on the online meeting capability of Zoom. Now, I just pay for the low level. Oh, the Zoom people would like to talk to me. No, I'm good. I just pay for the lowest level Zoom meetings. I don't pay for the upgraded webinars. I don't need any of the fancy bells and whistles for my coaching practice. Perhaps you do. They have a solution for every different level. And what I love about Zoom is it's very reliable, very, very infrequently is it down. I can give my clients a link and they go to that link and they show up in the room. So it's kind of like scheduling a conference room that is just mine, my own, and everybody can come and hang out with me. I can have up to 50 people on camera with me at the same time. So there really are very few limitations to this tool. And again, if you need more than that, you can pay extra. So I highly recommend Zoom meetings. I've only been using it a couple of years, maybe 3 years now, and it's radically changed the game for me. Next up, I want to talk to you about how I get those clients to pay attention to me in the first place. I am a very happy customer at Try Interact. Interact is simply a quiz building tool. They have quizzes and they have polls and they have all these different kinds of tools, but this is how you can get to know me. So if you go back over, where was that page? If you go back to, let's see here, CoachJennie.com, you'll see that at the very beginning of my site and in the show notes of every one of my videos, I invite you to take a quiz where you can click on the quiz and answer all these different questions. Yeah, this one. That is what Interact is all about. So Interact is the tool I use to create those bad boys. Give you a peek behind the curtain here. Loading your app. One moment, please. So in Interact, I can create all of this fun little language. I can scroll over here to content. I can decide which of the 4 results pages I want, and I decided to redirect those to my website, but you have pop-up choices. You can set it to send an email. You have lots of choices there. And then you simply create the questions that you want and the different answers. Now, I'm showing you what I'm using. Again, I often use the very basics because I'm an essentialist and I'm all about what is essential for getting the job done. However, Interact has a lot more tools that I'm not even taking advantage of. You can create quizzes now from scratch or from a template. So if say you're a blogger, let's just try this out. We can create an assessment or a personality test or even a scored assessment, right? If you need a quiz where people will get a unique score, you have lots of different choices that you can do. And so I highly recommend this tool. It's really, really powerful because here's how I use it. The first thing I want to ask people to do in my business is to take a quiz. And in that quiz, they can have fun, learn a little bit about themselves, and get a sense if they're going to like my sense of humor and my style, all before they've even given me their email address. It's a very easy ask. It doesn't cost anybody anything, and it's not terribly scary. So check it out. That is Interact, tryinteract.com. And next up, I want to talk to you about Trello. Okay, so after I have all of these other tools that kind of keep my business going, I have a way for new lead generation with Interact, and I lead them to my Kajabi site, and on Kajabi I get them to book a call on Acuity. It's all coming together, right? It makes a lot of sense. But now, how do I tell the world that I'm here? Well, first, I have to plan my content, and I don't know how on earth I would do it without Trello. Now, this is going to be overwhelming. I just want to warn you. Trello is simply a bunch of lists with a bunch of cards that you can type on, and then flip over. Okay, so you can flip it over. Now, I have added all these custom fields, and this one I've actually taken to a fancier place. But this particular board that you're looking at is just about my YouTube content. And you can see that once you have that card, you can slide it from place to wherever you need it to go so that you can get it exactly how you want it. All right, so you can see that right now, for example, today, I am doing this video right here. I'm going to go ahead and mark it as filmed since we're literally filming this right now. And I can put notes and share the different tools that I'm going to talk about and anything else that I might want. You can see from last week, here is a whole bunch of content that I put in, and just for giggles, I've added the pictures. So Trello is this tool that is just absolutely incredible. I don't know how I'd live without it. When I was writing my book on Hilda, here's how I kept straight all the different pieces that I had worked on. I use this very sophisticated labeling system so I could tell which one of my editors had done their work and where it was. I left a lot of stuff in the parking lot, but it was a way to capture every idea. And what I love about Trello is it's also available on your phone and on your iPad. So on the go, you can add to your Trello boards and they all automatically update each other. I don't know how I would live without this tool because it truly is how I organize every thought and idea I have in my brain. So Trello is amazing. And again, you can check out the show notes below for more details. I tried to figure out how I was going to show you this, but there really isn't a cute way to do that. So I'm just going to share with you that the video I'm creating right now, I am using a tool called Ecamm Live. Now, Ecamm Live is really designed, as you can see, as a live streaming tool, and I do use it for live streaming all the time. Specifically in the Hilda Must Be Stopped Facebook group, I'm live streaming there 2-3 times a week using this tool, and I absolutely love it. There's so much that you can do. As you can see, you can add all of these different images. You can, let's see if I can figure out how to do this. There we go. You can, there we go, options. I don't think you can see where my mouse is going, but I can add myself back into the picture if I wanted to. You can do just so many things. It's this incredible tool for taping things. And right now, what my favorite thing about Ecamm Live is I can connect it to my DSLR camera, so I can use something better than the webcam that came with my iMac. It's very inexpensive. You buy it once. You can add Skype guests, which I have done in different videos that you've seen before. I'm going to leave some notes in the show notes where you can get more information all about Ecamm Live. I got to tell you though, these guys are amazing and I'm so proud to be part of their beta testers. I jumped on this right away and they have not disappointed. They have just so many different tools and they're constantly adding more. In fact, this week I saw that they're adding green screen support. I don't see myself doing a green screen, but you know, whatever. It's cool that you can. So check out Ecamm Live. It's really amazing. I have links in the show notes below. Finally, after I have figured out on Trello what I'm going to talk about, and I've gone to Ecamm to film my different YouTube videos, then I have to get them transcribed. Transcriptions are really important to me, but captions are incredibly important. They're absolutely imperative. Not only do they give your YouTube video some beautiful SEO juice, that alone is a good reason to do it, but the real reason is for accessibility. I still have some deaf friends out there who would like to hear what I am saying. So after I produce all of my videos, I send everything over to Rev. Now, what does Rev do? For $1 a minute, they will transcribe and caption your content. And if it's under 30 minutes, if that piece of content's under 30 minutes, they'll have it done in less than 24 hours, often a lot less than 24 hours. The difference between this and some of those automated tools that you can use is there's an actual human being making sure that your words are transcribed and captioned correctly and accurately. Very, very rarely do I even catch a mistake. These people know what they're doing and the work is awesome. I cannot recommend Rev highly enough. When I was writing my book, I really think better out loud than I do in writing. So I would record myself in audio, ship it over to Rev. They would send back that transcript and then I could edit from there. If you're not using this service, you are leaving yourself hanging, I promise you. So there it is, the 7 business tools I personally could not live without. We have Kajabi that kind of is the home of my online presence. We have Interact, which is the way I get people to knock on that front door. We have Acuity, which is the way that I get people to book calls with me. Zoom, which is where I host all of those calls. Then we have Trello, where I plan out all of my content and basically everything in my life. Ecamm Live, which is the way I produce all of these fantastic videos. And finally, we have rev.com, which pulls it all together by making sure that I have it buttoned up and captioned. So those are the 7 tools I personally couldn't live without. I want to hear from you. What of these tools have you used? What are your experiences with them? And what is missing from my list? Post in the comments below and let me know. Thanks so much for tuning in. And if you haven't done so yet, be sure to subscribe. I got a lot more where this came from. And if you haven't done so yet, be sure to subscribe to this channel. I have a whole lot more where this came from. Bye now.